thought it was going to be setting up already, but all right. So I'm making this candy cuff. Okay, you see it? I'm trying to get it set up. Sorry, you guys. All right, give me a second. Okay. So this is what I'm making. If it will stay properly, hopefully it will stay and it won't fall over. Oop. Of course, it wants to spin around. It's like that freaking song. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round. Sorry, I messed that up, didn't I did. You wouldn't know what I'm talking about if you were born before 19. Uh, you would know what I'm talking about if you were born before 1985. Unless your parents had good taste in music. So, all right, but anyway, so this is what we're making. Okay, this is what we're making. And I got all the beads already out in a bag. Yeah, it's only 32 by 9. I meant to type in the daggum description box where to go to get your patterns from, but I messed up just now and I forgot to put it in there. I was wanting to hurry up and start on time. But anywho, so these are the colors I picked. I'm gonna do my background is gonna be the glow in the dark yellow, and then of course the red will be the red. I'm actually gonna be using a you see that? Let's see. Anyway, it's a glittered pink. It's a hot pink, but it has glitters on it. Has glitter in it. So I'm gonna be using that for the pink that's in her hat. And then for the tops, the green tops, I'm gonna be using a glitter green. So yeah, man. And then the red, of course, will be red. But the background, I'm doing a glow in the dark yellow because I thought that would be really fun. Who doesn't like glow in the dark? I mean, come on now. I'm 46 years old and I love glow in the dark. I don't think I'm ever gonna stop not liking glow in the dark. I don't even care. Like, whatever. But anywho, so this pattern right here is only goes to 32. Hey, what's up, chill guy? All right, so this pattern right here only goes to 32, so I'm adding 2 lines to it. And as always, I'm going to be using a 0.7 millimeter string, and I'm going to make sure that I pull enough string out so I don't have to like add to it. Because I hate having to do that. Like, it really sucks. So I try to get a lot of string out, you know. I am making this candy cuff right here. So this pattern right here is only 32 by 9. So I'm adding 2 rows to it. So I'm making it to be a 34 by 9. And so the background will be glow in the dark yellow. It will have 2 different glitter beads on it. One glitter green, one glitter pink, hot pink. It's going to look really cool. It's for my best friend's aunt who lives in Oregon. She absolutely loves Strawberry Shortcake. And she's older than me. She's like in her 50s. So I was trying to find her a bunch of Strawberry Shortcake items to go inside the box that I'm going to send her when I finish the cuff. But unfortunately, I couldn't find any items to go in there yet. So I'm going to go to a couple more stores. I think I'm probably going to hit up a Five Below this weekend and try to see if I can find some more items to go in there. Because right now, I only have items like for like bath time stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Pedro. I hope you're well. So this is a candy cuff. You can find this pattern and any of the patterns on candypatterns.com. They have like a gazillion different patterns, and so I just change the colors around usually. After this one, I might make. I don't know yet. It just depends on if I have a lot of time. I might be making this one. It says Jesus and it has a heart and a cross in it. But I won't be doing the same colors. I'll be doing different colors on it because I've made that one before, like a whole bunch of times now. And so I'm trying to do different ones. All right, let's get started. Okay, so to start, it's gonna be 2 glow in the dark and 1 red. And you're welcome. I hope everybody is having a great night so far. I don't know where everybody's from, but if you're wherever you're at, if there's snow outside or freezing rain or whatever, I hope everybody's careful outside. Don't be driving in this stuff. And if you have to drive, just make sure you watch where you're going. Don't go too fast. I don't want anybody hitting any black ice and getting killed or anything like that, you know? Safety first. All right. And this one, I'm pretty sure that's a glow in the dark bead. And then you're going to do, so 1 glow in the dark, 1, 2, 3 peaches. 1, 2, 3. And then another glow in the dark. All right. So I think that's what that is. Hang on, let me see. Yeah, that's what that is. I still have yet to get another daggum light in here. Like on the other side of me. I really need one. Alright. 1, 2, 3 of these. Oh, I gotta fix that. One. And once I get these strung on here, I'll put it back on the table so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get them done properly. Alright, so now I got those 3 on. Or those on, it's more than 3. Alright, now I'm right here, so I need a red. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 glow in the dark. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. And I don't have a table yet set up. It would be so much easier if I had a table set up in here, but I don't. So I'm literally sitting on my bed, like, with everything propped up so I could do this. So, because the last live I did at my friend's house when I was house sitting, dog sitting, which I am going to be going back over there Saturday to house sit, dog sit. So I might do another cuff when I get over there. All right, now we're going to do red and a yellow. And then 1, 2, 3 peaches. 1. When it's got all the stuff on the outside of the bead, you kind of should probably like file it off. Otherwise, it's gonna hurt whoever's having to wear it. But it also takes a lot of time to do that. So sometimes I just don't do it until after I get it on there. All right, and then I'm gonna do a glow in the dark yellow, a red. Like I said, on the end of this, you're gonna add 2 rows, which means you're gonna add two beads. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and when you go to string it, I'll show you here in a second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you go to string it up, before you tie it off, you have to make sure that when you count it, that it's 34 beads. Because if it's not an even number, that means it has to be an even number. Because if it's an odd number, it's going to mess up your whole daggum cuff whenever you're trying to string it. Okay. So I'm going to count it just to make sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34. Yep. All right. Yay. Okay. So now what you want to do is you want to hold where the small end is, and you're going to make a knot so you can tie it off. Okay. And what I do is I try to make like 3 knots, at least 3 knots in it, just to make sure it's good and like tied off properly. All right. And then what you're going to do, what I always do, you could leave it just like this, or what I do is I kind of stretch it out a little bit so that when I'm making it, it's not going to be too tight when I pull it across. What did I do with my daggone? Oh, it's my lip. I knew that. All right. So what you do is you come over and you just cut off the short side. All right. And now this is what it looks like. All right. So when you go to start your first row, you come back to the pattern. Okay. And you go and you see where the last bead is, the first bead right here. When you go to read your pattern, you're going to read it going all the way across. Okay. All the way up. So we've already done the whole first row. So now we're going to start on number 2. Okay. And it's glow in the dark yellow. But before we start, we got to find the beginning. And where we are is right here where the red is, okay? So you take your long piece of string. I know. I'll put a whole bunch of string on here. It's okay. So you take your long piece of string and you take your first bead, go in between where you just tied off, and you go up under, you hold on to it, and then you pull the string out. Okay? Because when we start back, we're going to start on this bead right here beside the red. Okay? Make sure that your string does not get all wanky or get like caught up in any of the other stuff whenever you're pulling through, because it will. Trust and believe. All right, hang on. All right, so now we're starting on number 2 over here. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. All right, so number 2 is a yellow. Go back to this. You're gonna put your first bead on that one, and you're gonna string your string through this red bead. Okay. All right, and then we need 1, 2, 3 of the nude peaches. All right, take one, put it on the string. It's gonna sit on top of that yellow. You're gonna go to this other nude bead, and you're gonna push the string through one bead. You take your other bead. You're gonna sit on top of one of the nudes. You're gonna take your string. And you push it through the bead beside it. Okay. Whoops. Didn't want to go. There it goes. All right. And then you take your last nude bead. You set it on top of that yellow. You push your string through the red bead. There you go. There it is. All right, now what I do is I hold on to the thing and I pull the string through all of them. All right. Okay. That's what it should look like when you start. Okay. So let's set it down for a second. All right. Now you're right here. So you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 glow in the darks. 3, 4, 5. All right. You just do exactly what you did before. Might help if you put the daggone bead on the string, huh? All right. And then you just repeat the process all the way till you get to the next one. Yeah, I've done like a couple different one of these strawberry shortcake patterns already. This is the only one that I haven't done yet for somebody. And like for me personally, when I'm making these cuffs, I personally like all my people to have their own cuff from me to them, except for, you know, except for like the Jesus ones. Any of the Jesus patterns that I make, those are the only ones I'll make multiple of. But any of the other ones, like that are characters, like if somebody were to get a character one from me, like that's it. Like I write down who I send them to, and if okay, hang on now. Got to make sure that your other beads aren't jumbled up when you pull your string through. Make sure that they're all like sitting on top of them correctly and stuff. Because sometimes, especially when you have your string super long, like I did, it will try to jumble up when you're pulling it. Sometimes it will get caught up on other beads and you won't know. And you keep working like that, and later on you realize there's a gap, or you've skipped other beads or whatever. So, and right now it's not going to look right anyway because this is only the second row. It won't actually start to form a cuff until about row 3 or 4. But anyway, going back, I just like to make sure that everybody has their own stuff from me. I don't like to repeat the same, I don't like everybody to have the same thing. Except for like the Jesus ones, but then I change up the colors. Like either I'll change up the color, or I'll ask them what are your favorite colors so that I can like incorporate their favorite colors into a cuff, I mean, sometimes I even do that with like, character cuffs, if there's like background color that I don't, I want to like personalize it, then I'll like ask them, hey, what's your favorite color? And every cuff that I make and send out, I'll always make up a pick me up box, as I call it, and send with it. And I don't care where I send it to. Like I said, I'll send it all over the United States, or even different parts of the world. I've sent pick me up boxes even to Belize before, for free. Like they didn't have to pay anything. I just like making candy. I mean, I could make money off these boxes or off these cups, but part of me doesn't feel right doing that. Like, and I mean, honestly, I don't even care. I mean, I know the items that I put in there does cost money, because they do. Even the shipping and handling costs money, but I don't even care about none of that. I just like making bringing smiles to people's faces and stuff. Like that's the whole reason why I do any of the stuff that I do normally. All right, so now we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we added an extra row. Well, we didn't actually add 2 extra rows. We only added 1 extra rows, but 2 beads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay. So Or hang on. No, maybe that's not right. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 5 beads is what we need. 5. Alright. But once it starts to form an actual cuff and it's able to like sit on its own, I'll show you what I normally do is I flip it inside out so that I can just set it down and I can just literally fill it in like if it was like a puzzle, you know. It just the pieces just kind of interlock with each other, and I really like that about these cuffs because it makes it whoops, let me do that. It makes it way easier to work with, you know. But like I said, make sure you're paying attention to the string because you see it likes to get twisted up, and you can't have that whenever you're doing these cuffs. And even the other beads that you've already put on there, they like to twist up. You see how they're doing already? They're trying to twist up on you. So make sure it's not like that. Alright, so this is the last one for row 2. Oh. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna string through that bead, and then we're gonna come up to this top bead, and we're gonna string it through top bead. Alright. Okay. So then what will happen when we start back on row 3, we're gonna start right there and see it will be so much easier to do. Alright. Now come over here. Like I said, you're right there. Okay. So we need a red, 2 blacks, and a red. Alright, so red, black, black, and a red. Hope everybody's having a great night tonight. Alright, and here's 2 blacks. And here's the red. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it through. And when you're pulling these through, you want to pull it tight, but you don't want to pull it too tight to where it's gonna like break it or anything. Because you kind of want it to be a little stiff, but you don't want to be too stiff to where you can't put the daggone bracelet on either. So really got to pay attention. All right. Okay. So now we're 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay. So it's easier, I think, to do it this way, to have like a flat surface. You could just put it on, and then when you're stringing it up, it's just easier to like do it like this instead of having to hold it in your hand. I just like doing it this way and then just only hold it in my hand when I'm trying to string the thing through. And like I said, it's okay if it hasn't started to form like an actual cuff circle yet to where it's kind of standing up, because I mean, it's to be expected. It's not really probably going to do that until later. Okay, now we're over here. So we need, same as earlier, a red, 2 blacks, and a red. Go ahead and get my 2 reds. And you can use whatever colors you want, you know, like whatever patterns these are that you find. I mean, you can do the same colors you want, or what I usually do honestly is like whatever beads I have, like especially if because I have so many beads, it's insane how many beads I have. So what I try to do is like if I know that I only have like a certain number of beads, if I know that that's what you know, like say it's like 4 beads, like 4 beads of a certain color or a certain letter or something only needs 4 beads, and I only have like 4 in one of my containers, then I'll use that just so that I can get rid of those 4. You know what I'm saying? Like that's normally what I do unless it's like some weird like thing like I'm making a face or something, then I try not to use different colors for like the eyes unless, I want to show that it's like scary or something. Um all right, now where am I? Right here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go back to that one, put that one on 5. All right. So whatever we skip over here, we always put it back on at the end. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. 1, 2. Three. All right. Like I said a second ago, at the ends, you string it through one bead, and then you're going to take it back to the top bead and string it through. So you want to make sure you're holding on to it properly to where when you try to pull it through the red, it doesn't go through 2 beads. It only needs to go through one of the top ones, not 2 of them. Okay. Like I said, you always need to be paying attention to the cuff and to the pattern itself, or you're going to mess up. And see, now it has started to form a cuff. So now you could sit by itself up and you'll just go all the way around. All right. Oh, I got a pain. All right. So now I need 1, 2, 3, 3 of the nudes or peach, whatever you want to call it, olive, whatever. All right. 3 of those. And then you're going to go. So we'll just sit on the ones you already got right here. Okay. All right. And then you need a red. All right. And then 1 yellow, 1 red. I'm going to go ahead and string it through. All right. Like I said, make sure it doesn't twist up when you're pulling it through, because it will. So you need to pay attention to what you're doing. All right. And now we're going to do a red because it's the start of the strawberry. Okay. And then yellow and another red. All right. Yellow. Yeah, I've had a couple of different people tell me I should use one of those craft needles, but man, I just don't see the point of it because I mean sometimes it's mainly my eyesight. It's not really like I don't know if I had another light on the other side of me, then it wouldn't be as bad. I would be able to see what I'm doing properly, you know? Alright, I'm gonna have to fix the speed because it's like there's like major like Saturn going on this bead, like a gigantic ring of plastic, and it would definitely hurt whoever is wearing it, which will be this lady who's like 50 something years old. All right. 2, 3. Yeah. I mean, candy's for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm 46 years old. I'll be 47 this year. And I will never stop wearing candy. I will never stop making candy cuffs. I will never stop being about plur. Like, it's not a phase for me. It's a way of life. And I've been this way since the 1990s. So good luck in trying to get me to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, no way, bro. Being an adult is so overrated. It sucks. Like, it does. But with that said, like, you know, I do take responsibility for myself and not, I do what I'm supposed to do. I have a job, you know, I work, I help the homeless as much as I can, you know. Speaking of, I was able to, I was able, I think I only had like 3 bags of food left, 3 food bags in my car left with like, my food bags consist of a water, a box of either chicken salad or tuna salad with the little crackers. I usually either put in a cup of pudding or a cup of applesauce in there. I give them either a granola bar or a pack of crackers, Lance. I give them, depending on if I give them applesauce or not, they might get a pack of fruit gummy snacks. I also try to give them either chips or like some kind of snack, like um Oreos or cookies or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I always give them a napkin with a spoon inside of it for the applesauce or the pudding. And then in every single bag, I always put in um, a piece of paper that has some kind of information free for a rehabilitation center that accepts people not only on drugs or alcohol, but also for homelessness, for any kind of mental abuse that might be going on, or somebody that just wants to change their life. And these facilities are 100% free. They're all Christian and they're based in the mountains, North Carolina. So I put that information in there with a little card that talks about Jesus or about, whatever, and then a chapstick. And that's in every single little bag. And I put that in there, and then I always put some kind of Jesus material as well, either a Bible that is just the New Testament or another kind of Jesus pamphlet or another like little book. I don't have one on me right now to show you what I'm talking about, but um, they're tiny, and I reached out to the company like 2 weeks ago and got them to send me a whole case of like 120 for free. But I did tell them that I was going to send them in a donation of like, at least $100. Because they send these out to other countries too. It's not just for people in the United States, it's for people everywhere. But I try to keep the snack bags in my car, and I also made up some small toiletry bags of mini shampoo, mini conditioner, mini body wash, uh, a comb, some kind of alcohol wipes. So if they're dirty, or their hands are dirty and they want to eat, they can wipe their hands off. Um, what else is in there? Um, did I say lotion? I think lotion. I never give them hand sanitizer because they can actually drink that. Because there's alcohol in it. It might not be the same kind of alcohol that most people drink, but they can still. There has been cases where people have drank that. Unfortunately, when you're really sick, sometimes you do stuff like that, and you have mental disorders. You do. So I do not give them hand sanitizer, and I do not give them um mouthwash for that simple fact, unless it's mouthwash that has 0 alcohol in it. And I also give them toothpaste and a toothbrush as well. Um, so I try to keep all of that stocked in my car, and right now I have a bunch of scarves stocked in my car and like jackets that I'm trying to like pass out, because it is so cold outside. Not just that, but not everybody has access to a shelter if you're on the streets. I mean, they make you like swab, they won't let you stay if you're drunk, or if you're on drugs, they won't let you stay. So it's like, where else are you going to go at night? Like, you have to stay on the street. So, I try to keep people as warm as possible. I keep blankets in my car. So if I see somebody walking out, and they're like, got a sign, I can give them a bag of food, a small bag of toiletries, and I give them a blanket, you know? I mean, it's better than nothing. So, and when I first started making these candy cups, I was selling them so I could raise money for my homeless ministry. But then I just got to the point where I was like, well, that wasn't really panning out that well. So I don't mind forking out the money myself for my ministry, and then just giving my bracelets away, you know. Now I'm at the end, so one red, but I think we all should do our parts in it. Like, you don't have to give them money. I wouldn't recommend giving them money, honestly, because I mean, not everybody's gonna blow their money on drugs and alcohol if you're on the streets, but a majority of them do, and I don't feel comfortable with me being a recovered drug addict, alcoholic. I don't feel it's right to condone their behavior. All right, so now we need 2 yellows. So that's the main reason why why I don't pass out money to them, you know. Now, it's one thing if you go and like buy them like a bus pass or something, like go and get them a bus pass and put money on it, but and if they decide they want to sell their bus pass for money, then that's on them. You know what I'm saying? I've had a lot of people in the past like straight up telling me, "Oh, thank you for this book bag. I'm gonna turn around and sell it so I can get money so I can buy drugs." And I'm like, "Okay, well, first off, that's on you. That's not why I'm doing this so you could do that. And secondly, why did you even tell me that?" You know? Like, you know? And I try to pray with the people too when I'm passing my stuff out. Like, sometimes some of them will be like, "Hey, can I pray with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man. Like, that's cool." Like, I was actually going to ask you, could I pray for you real fast, And then, but I'm not trying to shove anything on anybody, but I do, it's up to them. And I tell them whenever I give them the bags, like, hey, there's a Bible in there, or hey, there's some kind of Jesus material in there. If you don't want it, don't just throw it away, just pass it on to somebody else, like, either keep it for yourself and read it later, or pass it on to somebody else, but don't just throw it in the garbage can. Um, because there was like these 2 guys that I was helping last summer. I helped them so many times in Rock. Um okay, now I'm gonna flip it inside out so that when I start back, like, you can tell where I'm at. See, it's facing me, so it matches the pattern, so it's like facing me. I like it like that way better. But all right. Now I'm on 5. I'll be on top of the black. So right there. All right, so 1, 2. So 2 of these. But yeah, so last year I was helping these 2. They were 2 brothers. They were both homeless, and I mean, one of them was like one of them was 19, and I think the other one was like 16. And it was ridiculous why were choosing to be on the streets, but all the information I gave them, they wouldn't even like, I don't know. They wouldn't even like, they wouldn't even listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just like, "Nah, we want to be on the street," and I was like, "Why? Like, why would you rather be on the street and be homeless and not have any food, not have any shelter, have to be outside and like, have to worry about animals attacking you and people attacking you and like parasites and all this other stuff than be in a place where you have free food, free shelter, like you're warm, you get clothes, like they can help you get back on track and like help you get a job and find housing, like permanent housing. Like why would you choose to not do that? Like I don't understand. Like it doesn't make any sense to me why you would rather be on the street. And they're like, "Well, if we're on the street, we can do whatever we want." And I said, "Yeah, to a certain degree, you can do whatever you want, but then guess what? If you're doing anything that's bad, you're gonna get arrested for it. You're gonna get locked up." I'm like, I just don't even understand your reasoning behind it. It's stupid. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever why people would choose to be on the street than in a place that's trying to help you and like get you, right. And then they were like, "Well, we're all for it until you said the Christian part." And I was like, "Oh wow." I was like, "Well, if you were really smart, a lot of these people, they fake being a Christian so they can get in. It's not for only people who are Christian, you know? Like, if you don't like it, you can always leave, but I would still give it a shot. It's better than being on the street, don't you think?" They just didn't get it. And I haven't seen them in a really long time. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if if their parents finally let them come back home or if they're locked up. I have no clue. I haven't seen them anywhere. And like Rock Hill has really been cracking down on homelessness. They actually passed a citywide ordinance for all the hotels in the area. And I don't know if they're trying to pass it for all of South Carolina or what, but yeah, they're trying to do away with how long people can stay in a hotel for, like how many times a year you could be in a hotel like in this area if you're a resident of Rock Hill. It's crazy, man. Yeah, so like all these people out here who are cheating on their spouses and go to hotels to like cheat on their spouse, they're gonna have to go to another state to be able to do it because there's a crackdown now. They won't let you stay at a hotel more than it said more than 30 times a year. It's like they're gonna be checking your ID, and then if they see that your address says Rock Hill, I mean, some of these places probably won't even let you get a room. Um, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Like because I was telling one of my clients about it yesterday. She didn't even know about it, and she lives in Rock Hill. She had no clue what I was talking about, and then I pulled it up and I read it to her, and because I first heard about it last year, but I was like, "There's no way that's going to be able to stick," but it did stick, and it passed, and so yeah, those are the rules now. It's crazy, but I hope it cuts down on the amount of people who are like overdosing, um, not just in hotels, but like outside of hotels and stuff. Like I don't know. I think it's going to be a good thing, but at the same time, I think it's going to be a bad thing. But of course, if there's like special situations in place, like say like your house burns down or something, you have to go stay in a hotel, then like that would be like a special thing. Like of course they wouldn't, you could stay in a hotel longer than whatever, but yeah, it's gonna be crazy. All right, so the last bee is gonna be red. Woo! I'm getting some pains in my knee. Ooh. All right, good. I don't want to throw it without me having a. And it's okay if it looks kind of wonky or whatever at the bottom and it looks there's spaces and stuff. I don't know why that does that. I don't know if it's because I flipped it inside out and that's it does it because of that, or because I stretched it out a little bit at the beginning. I don't know. I should probably make one that I don't stretch out in the beginning just to see if the gap if the gap closes on the bottom second row. I don't know. I notice that all the time though. Oh lordy mercy. Oh, my knee is killing me. Mm. Alright. So now I'm on row 6. So now we're gonna do one peach, and then we're gonna do a hot pink or pink. I'm using hot pink with glitters. Can you see the glitter? Yeah. Okay, that's the one I'm using. Alright. And so that'll be the start of our hat. Okay. And then a yellow, 3 reds, one, 2. Mm. But I don't give the homeless people money, like I was saying before. I don't. Everybody's different. You know, if you feel compelled to give them money, then so be it. But me, as a recovering drug addict, I don't because I already know what they're probably gonna do with it. And I don't feel comfortable in that. I don't want to know that my money went to them possibly overdosing or something, you know? Um That's why I pass out information in every bag that I make, for, bags of food with not just Bibles in them, but with information of free rehabilitation centers or information of places that they can go that are, free help in North Carolina. Um, Unfortunately, I don't have any more information for free help in South Carolina. I used to have a bunch, but a lot of these places shut down. I think Pathways is well, I don't think. I know Pathways in Rock Hill is still open to the homeless people. Because I was literally just there a couple weeks back when I went and had my friend come with me and we passed out a bunch of food bags and coats and jackets to the homeless people and some blankets. Um and all of these shelter places, they make them leave in the morning time when before the sun even comes up, when it's still freezing cold outside. They make them go outside, and sit. So um I try to, whenever I like I said, whenever I see them, I try to help them, but I don't like approaching groups, especially by myself, because it's not safe. So I definitely would not recommend doing that either. Definitely stay away from the camps. Do not follow anybody anywhere. First off, make sure if you're by yourself, make sure you have, mace on you, or, you know, something to keep you safe. I personally would not recommend doing anything by yourself, especially if you're a female. I'm all about safety first, and I don't want anybody to get hurt anywhere. I mean, most of the time when I give these food bags out and toiletries out, they're literally standing in the median of the road, and I'm like at the light. And before the light changes, I like honk my horn and get them to come over so I can like give them a food bag or a toiletry bag. you know. Um, or if I see one and they're like on the off ramp and I'm in the turning lane and I'm able to like park my car in the grass, I'll pull off in the grass. And if it's only one of them, I'll like pull off in the grass with my hazard with put my hazard lights on so that I can you know run down there and give them a bag of food, a blanket, toiletries, find out if they need anything else, and if I have like coats in my car or shoes or socks or whatever, I can run back up, get whatever I need, and then go back to them. Of course, make sure your car is secure as well, like your windows are rolled up. Don't leave your purse laying out if you're a female. You know, it's all about safety first. I used to be a Girl Scout, so I always try to instill those things still with me. I hold on to them because I don't want anybody to get hurt. You know, I would never tell anybody to do anything that's going to put anybody in any kind of danger. Like, it's just not cool. So, all right, now we're on row 7. So now we need 2 pinks. All right, 2 pinks. All right, 2 pinks. Now, all right. All right, and then a yellow. Come on. All right, and then 2 reds. All right, and then a yellow. Okay. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 pinks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm sorry I don't have any background noise on. I mainly do that because I don't want my video to get like copyrighted. I try when it's like me personally doing videos, like either me making uh, candy or doing another form of arts and crafts with my mustard seed necklaces, or me reading the Bible, or me doing my other Christian videos that I do, or my burns. I try not to have any kind of background noise in the background because I don't want my videos to get like flagged, or get like copyright strike or something. Most of my videos do have copyright strikes on them, especially if they're my music from like concerts or like other shows that I go to, which is so weird because some of them have copyright strikes on them and then others don't. It's so weird. And then some of them have like little triangles pop up with the exclamation point in the middle. I have a couple that are still on here that still have that symbol on it that I have not deleted, but I don't delete them off, even though they have thousands of views on them. I don't delete them off unless YouTube literally sends me an email saying that the person is ticked off that I have their content up for free. Like, or they think that I've like, are gonna make some kind of money off and they've muted half my video, and then I delete it. Because I'm like, well, if my video is halfway deleted, like muted, what's the point of it being up? But I do have like, I think I think I have like 3 or 4 videos up still that have that um that have that uh that have that symbol on it. Y'all can't see it, of course, but I can every time I look at it. So half of the video is muted. I just haven't deleted it yet because it didn't either save in my phone correctly, like in my Google, it didn't save correctly, or it's got thousands of views on it. Like, I mean, when I say thousands, I mean like thousands. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, no, I don't want to delete it, you know? But I haven't had, when the artist itself has sent me like a message, then I delete it off because I'm like, well, I don't want to tick them off, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I kind of feel like that's really messed up because it's like, okay, especially when they're Christian artists, and this is all I'm gonna say about that, and I ain't gonna talk about it anymore. But especially when they're Christian artists, it's like, really, are you really about the music and the message you say, or are you really about the money aspect of it? Because if you were really about the message, you wouldn't even care that other people are going to your concerts and recording and putting it up. I'm not making any money off of any of my videos ever. And I don't want to make any money off any of my videos ever. Like, this is like, most of the time is a way for me to get out of my own headspace. You know what I'm saying? And even if it wasn't, I don't care. Like, I have a job. You know, I don't need money from anybody else. I have a job. I never ask for money. The only thing I ever ask out of my people who watch my videos is to go out there and pay it forward. You know, go out there and do something nice for somebody else. You know, go out there and tell people about Jesus. Go up to a stranger and give them a hug. You know, tell somebody, hey, hold open a door for somebody. You know, do something nice. You know, all right. So now I did those 4. Oh wait, I'm over here. Okay, I did those 4. Now I'm on yellow. And then I got 2 reds. And then 2 yellows. Okay. But you know, I mean, I don't know. This world is just crazy as it is. And I mean, you know, instead of all this bad stuff that's out here in the world, we need to be pushing out good stuff, positive things, you know, and not a bunch of bad, negative stuff. So, you know, just think about it. Seriously. Like, what the world needs most is Jesus and love, you know, and you know, respect and compassion, not a bunch of hate, not a bunch of evilness, you know. All right. And then we're going to do 2 pinks, and then we'll be done with row number 7. Oh. Oof. All right. Here in a second, I'm going to have to find something, my blanket or something, to put in between my legs where this freaking table, this mini chair table, is like rubbing up against the inside of my legs, and it's like hurting me. Ugh. Oh. Oh. Ooh, girl. Mm-mm. 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 Oof. 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 I don't know what I did in my leg, but it hurts really, really bad. Whoops. Sorry. I know I'm having problems. Okay. All right. I guess I'll be alright for right now. All right. Now I'm on number 8. I'm just gonna move this closer. Maybe that was a little too close. No, it's okay. You know what I'm doing by now. Alright. Let's push this up a little bit. Alright, so now we're starting on number 8. So we'll be right there. And that's a red. Okay. So we need 1 red. I'm just going to put it over here to the side. Hang on. Right here. Alright, so 1 red and 1 pink. And then 1, 2, 3 reds. And then I'll stop right there. Alright, so red. And then a pink next. Alright. And then a pink. And then 3 reds. Yeah, I don't know. It just depends. I mean, I'm on 8 right now. And this goes to 17. So it kind of depends on like kind of depends on like, you know, how long it will take me to finish doing this, as to if I'm just going to end the video after that or if I'm going to make another cuff. Because I think the other cuff, yeah, it goes to 17 as well. So it will probably take me about the same amount of time, especially if I keep stopping to talk like I have been, you know. Alright, so now we need a pink, a red, a white, and a red, and a pink. So, alright, so what we need first is a pink. And then a red. Oh, come on, did it not go? Wait, where am I? No, pink is over here. See? So I'm saying pay attention to what you're doing. Alright, pink, and then a red. And then a white. And make sure the white is on top of the peach. Alright, and then a red. And then a pink. Okay. And then hold it and pull it through. And when you're pulling your string through, make sure you're holding your cuff, okay? Make sure you're holding your cuff and don't pull your string too tight to where it snaps the string, or like I said, make sure it's not wobbly, you know what I'm saying? Make sure it doesn't get twisted up or doesn't get caught up on the other beads, because it will. That's why you got to be paying attention. All right, now over here. So now we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 reds. 2, 3, and then a yellow. Because remember, we added a row to the first one. Whoops. My bad. Okay. Actually, hang on 1 second. Crap. I can't reach it. Or wait, no. Hang on. I do have it right here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you stupid, not you, not any of y'all. Yeah. Oh. Well, I don't know about that one. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. That's open. All right. And now I'm going to go back, and it's going to be a pink, a red, a white, and a red to finish this row. I was watching this video earlier about cereal that was around in my time when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s. And they had Cookie Crisp on there. I didn't know they discontinued that. That's really crappy, because that was one of my favorite cereals, actually. I'm weird, and I don't like eating cereal with milk because it makes it all mushy. I like to put my cereal in like milkshakes and mix it with like ice cream to eat it. Alright, actually we didn't need all of those because we already have a red and a pink on here. But yeah, I didn't know that they discontinued Cookie Crisp. I'm like very disappointed now. But here, look at it. It's so cute. Look, you can tell what it is. Kinda. It's cute. Okay. Now we're gonna be on number 9. So now doing a pink and a yellow. And then 2 reds. And after this, I'm probably going to be making tonight, more than likely going to be making one of my videos for my Bible reading stuff and whatever else. And then now we're going to do yellow. But I want to show you the bag real fast because it's so big. I did not, even realize how big of a bag this next one is going to be. It's huge. It is huge. It's so heavy. There's like 4 books I'm reading out of. But look at it. I can't even hold it. It's like, look at it. You see it? It's so heavy. And I put all my material in my old Sheen bags because that's how much stuff. But you can't even see. Here, I'll try to open it. So you get a gist of how many's in there. Here, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy crap. No wonder. 5 books are in there. Do you see that? 5 books. 5. Yeah, they're in between. You can't even see it, but they're in between. So, yeah, it's going to be a really good read, the next one I do. I'll go ahead and give you a preview. I'll give you a preview. So the next one's going to be called I Got That Oil on Me. I'll be reading two different things from the second edition of the Bondage Broker book. Then I'm going to be reading Eternity from Prayers and Promises for Women. And then I'm going to be reading one thing from another little book, and then I'm gonna be doing a daily devotional, and then I'm gonna be reading Psalm 57, Psalm 58, Psalm 59, Psalm 60, and Psalm 61 out of my KJV Bible. So it's gonna be a really good little message. But yeah, some of these titles are actually lyrics from this one YouTuber that I used to follow and listen to on here. He was making not just Christian content, but he was doing other content about narcissism and stuff like that. And he's also quote unquote a Christian rapper. But I don't know, man. I don't follow him anymore. But I still have the titles of the videos that I picked out from different lyrics of his songs, which are all, all of the titles that I have, they're all biblical. So it's not like he came up with them himself or anything, Like he got these titles out of the Bible. He might have put his own spin on it. And when I was writing it out, I put my own spin on it as well by adding extra letters in the words. But yeah, and I'll give him cred. I'll give him cred for his for me snagging the titles from his lyrics. I mean, I'll still give him cred for that in the description. But I mean, and I'm not gonna sit here and talk smack because you do whatever you want, But as for me, my eyes are open to him. I don't listen to his music anymore either. And I took all of his music off of every single playlist I had on here. I took his music out of my car. I mean, I have. He got a bunch of money out of me. I'll tell you that because I ordered his CDs, his CD bundle, at least 4 different times. Until I started to wake up to what was actually happening. Because I'm not saying none of us are perfect. You know what I'm saying? None of us are perfect here on earth, and we're all just human. We make mistakes, but it says in the Bible repeatedly that we're supposed to own up to our stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to own up to our own mistakes. And we're not supposed to blame other people for our mistakes. We're supposed to own them. And we're supposed to fix them. We're supposed to correct them. We're not supposed to be lazy either. I mean, it's one thing to take a break because you work yourself too much or you're having a mental breakdown or whatever and you need a break. But for you to be sitting on your behind, drawing money out of the government, or not even drawing money out of the government, but going on YouTube or going on other platforms and begging for money 24/7 when there's nothing wrong with you and you could physically go out there and work, but yet you choose not to. Like, yeah, I got a problem with that. That is the number one reason why I do not give money to the homeless people. I'll pass them out information of places that will help them get back on their feet, but they got to be willing to make that sacrifice to go to that program. No, you cannot continue to go to that program and you continue to use drugs and alcohol. No, you can't. That's why most of these shelters don't let them stay the night because they swab them before they even walk through the door. And if you can't pass the swab, you can't stay. And that's the reality of it. It's just like I just don't feel it's right, It's not right, and going out here and telling people to be like them and to, you know, siphon money out of people or lie about what you need the money for is just wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's wrong. It's not right. I mean, we all got to pay our own ways. Some way, somehow, we all got to pay our own ways. And I just don't think, especially by these YouTubers, like, they're being paid by YouTube to make content, first off. Okay, so they're being paid by YouTube. All right. That's one thing. And then secondly, they're out here begging people for money. So they have their PayPal, their Zelle, their Cash App, and whatever else they got all hooked up to their YouTube page. And yet they're begging for money, and then half the time they say that, oh, they're gonna do good things with that money, but then they come on and make videos where they're showing their face, and you can tell that they're definitely like high as a kite. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't feel comfortable. Like, I'm not gonna support that. And it's not right. Especially when you're making content. Especially if you're making content on a free on a free platform. You know what I'm saying? What do you expect? I mean, if you want people to pay for music, then you need to go onto another site like Apple Music or Spotify or whatever, one of these other streaming sites that makes you pay to hear their music. And even then, I don't know how much of that actually goes back to the person who set it up to begin with. Like, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. And for me personally, I don't care about any of that stuff. Like, for me personally, like I said, I have my own job, I have my own business. I make content just to make content because I'm trying to get out of my own headspace. And I use this as a therapy tool for myself, because I'm doing something that makes me happy and I want to share it with people. Like, that's why I do it. I don't do it because I'm trying to get anything out of any of y'all. I don't even care about that. Like, I want y'all to go out into the world and spread the message of what God is about, what Jesus is about. I want y'all to go out into the world and like help people whenever you can. If you feel like giving homeless people money, then that's on you. Do whatever makes you happy. As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not breaking any laws, you know what I'm saying? That's on you. I personally make up my own food bags and I pass it out to them with information so they can get back on their feet if they so choose to. I also put in Christian material in the bag so that when they're sitting there in the dark in their time of need, wherever they are, you know, and they can read through it. You know what I'm saying? And even when I do the book bags, when I make those book bags up, I smack those book bags smack full of all kinds of stuff. I give them a full size Bible. I give them 2 bags of food. I give them, pretty good size bags of toiletry items in there. I give them a scarf, a toboggan, gloves, a blanket, a mini pillow. If I give them a Bible and it has itty bitty teeny weeny small print, I give them a magnifying glass so they can read it. I give them pens and a small like notebook so they can write down their thoughts or write down whatever. Some of the times I'll put in a mini calculator so if they need to add or subtract anything, they can do it. You know, I'll put in all kinds of stuff in those book bags when I pass them out. And I make sure that each bag that I have plenty of jackets or, other items to keep them warm, long sleeve shirts, hoodies, you know, whatever. And I get these donations. I don't ask for donations, but I remind people, hey, if you feel like getting rid of some of your clothes instead of taking it to Goodwill, if it's jackets or coats or hoodies, hey, I'm always looking for stuff so I can pass it out on the street of Charlotte or Rock Hill or Fort Mill, CAK, wherever. And half the time I leave it in my car too, so that if I'm going to another place outside of the area I live in, Or if I go out of town with somebody, I take stuff with me so I could pass stuff out as we're going. Because you always see people on the ends of exit ramps, you know? I always see people on exit ramps, like, begging for money in your bridges and stuff, you know? And it's always a good idea to keep your car stocked up with stuff just so you could help people, you know? Alright, I'll try to stop rambling, I'm sorry. It happens, man, I can't help it, like, you know? Alright, so we're right here. So we're gonna do a pink and the 2 reds and a pink. Alright, so let's just do. So you need 2 pinks and 2 reds. Whoops. If I can get it in my hand and not drop it, we'll be alright. But yes, I am a talker, you know, but at least I'm talking about something positive and good and not something that's like crap, you know? So, alright. 2 reds. Alright. Okay. Oh, you see, I tried to get caught up on my other beads. Gotta pay attention. Alright, and now a yellow. And then you do 2 reds. And then 2 yellows. Yeah, I have a super tall lamp I could stick over here. Like, I do. I have that lamp over there that's got all my daggum hats on it. I mean, because I don't use it. I used to use it when I first got it, like, forever ago, and then it's just been chilling. I haven't used it in the longest time, and it's just been chilling there. So, I should go get it. Not right now, but another I should do it, like, I have, like, a couple of days off work now. And I gotta call one of my clients to see about Friday. I'm trying to play it by ear first and see how it's gonna be tomorrow, like, in the morning and in the afternoon, because they're saying they're calling for snow, sleet starting in the morning, and it's supposed to stop around, like, 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna start back after that or not. But I know the temperature on Friday is supposed to be in, like, the teens, 20s, what I would be going to her house at, and I'm not trying to drive in that crap. Like, it's just not safe for me to drive like that. Alright, so now we're over here. So now we need a pink and 2 reds. And that's the thing, if I start later, then the temperature is gonna drop again. It's gonna be freezing again by like 5 o'clock, even though her house isn't that far away from me and I don't have any bridges I have to go over. I don't know if she would let me start late, like 11, you know, so that it would give me time for um the roads to melt a little bit. So I just have to kind of play it by ear and see what it's gonna do tomorrow for sure before I try to, like, because I was looking on my schedule, and if I was gonna try to move her, I wouldn't be able the earliest I would be able to get into her house to clean for her would be March 13th, which is, like, hella far away, and I don't think that she would be down for that. So, I don't know, I just need to play it by ear, I guess. I mean, well, see, no, because even if I were to reschedule her until next week, if I did that, then I would have 5 houses next week instead of 4, and 4 houses are gonna kill me. Like, they will. I won't be able to move by the time Friday comes. So, I don't know, and then the week after that, I technically only have, like, 2 houses that week, but then I'm gonna be house sitting, dog sitting that whole week until, like, the following Tuesday, and when I'm at that house, I don't like to do any houses except for stay there with that dog because that dog is super old, and, like, I feel bad if I'm away from her for a long time, and when I go to clean these houses, I'm usually cleaning for, like, 8 hours, like, and sometimes longer than that. It depends on how bad it is, you know? But I don't want to be away from this dog for that long because, like, she's older, you know? She's older and, like, she's already on edge because both her mom and her dad are gonna be gone. And I just don't wanna do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's very finicky anyway, so I don't wanna push too much with her, you know? And then that way it would give me time and then I could focus on other things I needed to get done, you know? Um, so we'll see, because I haven't done any of the stuff I said I was gonna do for February. E- Excuse me, except for make more candy. That's all I've done. And I've done my Christian videos, you know. That's it. That's all I've done. I haven't done anything else. Like I haven't I haven't um I haven't done any of my fasts that I said I was gonna do. I said I was gonna do a bunch of fasts, not just Christian fasts, biblical fasts, but I was gonna do fasts so I could start getting healthy. I haven't done any of that. I haven't started back with my V Shred exercise program. I haven't done that. I haven't been eating properly, like none of that. So I've been really, really bad. I've been really bad, but and because I haven't, man. I've been going on Netflix almost every daggum day watching stupid movies and stuff, and knowing I shouldn't be doing any of that stuff. So I've been really bad. Like it's just not cool. All right, now I'm on 10, so I need a wipe. So maybe with this time coming up, I can, even before the time coming up, I can start focusing like properly and like even taking my vitamins. I'll slip back into not taking them again. All right, so now I need 3 greens. And I was doing good there for a hot minute, and it's hard for me to like once you're doing something all the time and then you stop doing it, it's so hard to get back into the routine of doing it again. It sucks, man. Like I have no motivation. It's just really crappy. And like even my client, we were talking about it the other day. She's like, "Well, what did you do to get yourself motivated the last time?" And I'm like, "I have no clue. Like I was hanging out with like people that I shouldn't have been hanging out with and their negative comments is pretty much what jump started me to make me want to do better. And now that I've completely taken myself away from that scenario, like it's hard for me to like make myself like be better. You know what I'm saying? Like do better with like my health and stuff. It's stupid. All right, so now we're gonna do a pink. So we need a pink, red, pink, white. All right, so pink, red, pink, white. All right. Yeah, it's just really dumb. Like I just don't even know. And that's my own fault. It's not anybody's fault. I'm not pushing blame on nobody. I don't know, man. But at least I'm not where I was a couple weeks ago with like my mental state, you know? At least I'm not like that. And I finally went and met with my new therapist the other day, and he's super nice. And just by me talking to him in like the first like 10 minutes, he was like, "Girl, I got you. I know exactly what to do. The exact plan I'm gonna start you on. to get you better. And I was like, heck yeah, that's way better than the last therapist I had. He didn't say nothing about a plan of getting me better. Like, so and the next time I go to see him will be the same day I'm going to see this other lady for peer support. So I think with going to see both of them is going to help me a lot. So I'm excited. I really am. All right, now 1, 2, 3 greens. 3 greens. You know, and so I'm excited about that. I only have to pay $10 for one thing, and I don't have to pay anything for the other. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked. All right, now do a yellow and white, and then a pink, a red, and a pink. So 2 pinks, a red, and a white. Okay, so white, pink, red, pink. And then you're done with number 10. Woo. Yeah. All right. Okay. So now you just put it in here. I know it doesn't want to go half the time. Oh, come on. Ugh. My glasses are being stupid right now. It won't let me see anything. Come on. Get in there. Really? Ah, hang on. All right. Pink. Where's that? Go back through the white. Yeah. And then pull it through. Make sure it doesn't get twisted. Yay! Yeah, I'm excited. Woohoo! It's looking so good. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah. Yay. Yay. Okay. Woohoo. Alright. Now we're on number 11. You know, it keeps jumping around because the angle got messed up a minute ago. I'm sorry, y'all. Alright. I'm on 95%. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug my stupid phone. Maybe then it will stop moving so much. Maybe not. Alright. Where's the thingy at? That tightens it. I don't even know. Where's it? Really? Crap. Hang on. Here. Let me just hold it in my hand. I'm gonna put you down for a second. Right there. Hang on. Sorry, you guys. Alright. Now, I'm gonna slide you back on here. Let's slide you back. Alright. Good. I had to tighten it. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm on yellow. But I don't know how will that actually work. Now I might make it blurry. Sorry. Crap. Dude, really? Alright. I guess that'll work. Alright, so now I'm on 11. So I'll be right here. A yellow. I don't know why it keeps going in and out of focus. It's pissing me off. Alright. So yellow. And then 2 greens. I'm not even moving, bro. Cut it out. There. Alright. Never mind. Alright. I need 2 greens. Alright. So anybody that's tuning in, I'm making a strawberry shortcake candy cup. Alright. And then a yellow. I'm using glow in the dark beads as my background. And this is actually a strawberry shortcake mini. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 pinks. This is the only cuff that I'd never made before of strawberry shortcake. So I'm making this for my best friend's aunt who lives in Oregon. She is a huge strawberry shortcake fan. She's like, that's my favorite cartoon character from when we were growing up. And I was like, well, you don't look that much older than me, so how old are you? Because if you're saying you grew up with strawberry shortcake, you have to be around my same age. Because that's when I was growing up. She was like, for real? I thought you were her age, and I was like, I get that all the time. Thank you, but no. It's like, no, I'm all with Fuji. All right, now a yellow, and then 2 greens. And her aunt is about 50, I think. I think she either just turned 50 or she's 51. But yeah, I think she'll like this. And when I make her pick-me-up box, when I go to send her cuff into her box, I like to put items, not just food items, candy, food items, but other stuff in there that will make them happy. And I'm trying to find like a bunch of strawberry shortcake stuff to put in there because when I did the little boy's box that I just finished for her nephew, for my best friend's nephew, I thought Josiah was 5 and getting ready to turn 6. No, he's 4 and he's getting ready to turn 5, but he loves Spider-Man. So the other day I made him a Spider-Man cuff. It was one side was Spider-Man, the other side was the Incredible Hulk, but it was supposed to be Spider-Man and Green Goblin. And I changed the colors in the Green Goblin to actually be the Incredible Hulk. And I actually did that video on Sunday, so I have it up if you want to go watch it. But yeah, that was really fun to make that for him. And I went to the dollar store the other day and found all of these different Spider-Man toys and games and different items that were Spider-Man. So I have like 11 items in his box to send him that are all Spider-Man, and he's going to go gaga for them. Like, he's going to be so happy. And instead of mailing it to him, because his birthday is coming up very soon, I think I'm just going to hold off on it. And I think I'm just going to find him a Spider-Man bag and like literally put all of these items in there so that he'll have them. You know what I'm saying? And so that way I can watch him open the bag of stuff instead of sending it to him and not be able to see his reaction. Alright, now I'm on 12, so I'm gonna do a yellow. A yellow is gonna sit on top of that green. And then I need 1 bead, 1 green, and 2 yellows. Yeah. But her aunt lives all the way in Oregon, so of course I can't see her reaction, so that's why I'm sending her a box of stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Alright, let's see. Alright, 12, so 1, 2, 3 pinks. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 yellows. Oh, make sure that when you're pulling it through, you're paying attention to the cuff so it doesn't get tangled up in other beads or twist the string. Alright, so I did 2. So now I'm doing 1 green and 3 yellows. Because remember, you added a bead, maybe? Or maybe you took away. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how big you're making yours, but if you're even making one at all, I mean, I don't expect people to be following along with me making them. But if you feel like doing it in the future, I mean, like I said, all you gotta do is go to kandipattern.com. It's KANDIPATTERNS.com to get your candy cuff pattern. You can find this one on there, and you can find all the other ones I have on there. Like this one is on there, and all the other ones that I do. Like here. I'll be making this one soon. I got this one to make for my friends. And I'll be doing this one soon. And this one soon. I'll probably take that one with me when I go to house sit. And this one. Probably this one. That would be a good best friend one. I also have this one. That one's gonna be huge. Yeah. And then I got other ones too. I mean, they literally have anything and everything you could possibly think of that you'd want. And they also have a candy cuff maker that you can make your own. You could design your own candy cuff on there, you know. I have never used that one yet. I've been slack. So I'm gonna do 3 pinks. I've never used that thing before because I couldn't figure out how to do it. So, and the girl who came up with the site candypatterns.com, she doesn't even live in the United States. She lives in England. So if you send her a message, it takes her a while before she responds to it because she doesn't live here. Wait a second. Okay, that's not right. Oh, wait. Hang on, where am I? No, that's right. Okay. See, I keep doubting myself. Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm still on 12. I haven't finished. Alright, this last bead right here will be the end of number 12, and I'll be starting number 13. Okay. Okay. Now I'm on row 13. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 yellows. Mm-mm. 4 yellows. And then a pink and a white. And some whites. Pink. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yellows. 2, 4, 6, 7. I know. I was supposed to work today and I called out because of the snow, whatever it was happening today, and I didn't want to. The house I was supposed to be cleaning was all the way in Clover, and I didn't want to. I would have to cross like 4 or 5 bridges tonight, and I didn't want to take the chance of hitting any black ice and like going off the road or anything like that. Because I've done that before several times in the past. I mean, it's been 20 years, but still, those memories were enough to last the rest of my life, and I don't want to have to go through that again. So I chose not to go to work, and I actually did that for the house that I was supposed to have tomorrow too. And I'm debating whether or not to do the same for Friday. I just gotta kind of play it by ear as to what is actually gonna happen tomorrow. And everything. Because like I say, if I wait and go in later on Friday after some of this stuff is melted, it gets up higher degrees. Then by the time I were to get off work at like 5 o'clock, it's supposed to drop back down to 32-degree freezing, and I would be in the same situation, and I don't want to have to do that. All right, so you see now, I should have put more string on. All right, I'm gonna put some more string on because I'm on row 14 and I still have 15, 16, 17. I still have 4 more rows to go. And there's no way I could do with that small amount of string. So when I put this on, I'm only gonna do 2 knots on it so that I can get all the beads through there. Alright. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just gonna, what I normally do when this happens, I just make a knot. There's one knot. I usually do 2 knots just to make sure, you know. You just want to make sure it's probably the same spot where you tied it off at. Okay, and then what I do is I just cut as close to the spot as I can. And that way, yeah, I gave myself way too much strength, but it'll be okay because what I should have done is use the pieces that I already cut out. Whoops, that's all good though. Alright, so with this one, you just make sure that you don't get it caught up with the other ones. Alright, so now we're on 14. So we need 1 green. Okay. And then 1, 2 yellows. Alright, and then a green and a red. And then, alright, let's go ahead and pull this through. Like I said, hold on to your cuff to make sure that your string doesn't get jambled up when you're pulling it through or caught up on the other beads. Alright. Now we're right here. So 1, 2, 3, 3 yellows and a green. So no, going back to what I was saying a minute ago about I might make another cuff right now. No, I'm not going to because this video is going to be like, it's already almost 2 hours long right now because I keep talking and getting sidetracked and distracted or whatever. But, no, I mean, I might not even go live with the other 2 cuffs I gotta do because I've already done them before on here. You know what I'm saying? And I like it to be different. So now you're gonna do 3 yellows. So what I'll do instead, I just showed you a pattern just now of another cuff that I gotta make one of my other best friends in Florida. It's gonna be a Beetlejuice and it's gonna be a lot of beads, dude. That thing, I'll show you real fast again. That thing's gonna be huge. It goes all the way up to number 29. So it's gonna be. What the heck just happened? Dude, are you serious right now? It better not have ended my daggum video. I'm gonna be ticked. So anyway, that one's gonna be super duper big, man. It's gonna be so big. So, yeah, it's gonna be freaking enormous. So I'll do a YouTube live with that video, with that one for sure, and that will probably be, I don't know, in a week or so. Man, I swear, if it just started over for real, I'm gonna be so ticked. I didn't even move. I didn't even go anywhere. I didn't end my video, and I didn't move. So what just happened? I don't know. Are they limiting how long you could be live on here now or something? Like, that's insane. Alright, so green. Dude, I swear if something happens to all my footage just now, I'm gonna be really pissed. I'll never use this live option again if that's the case. Like, seriously. Alright. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3 yellows. What the hell? I don't know. It's so weird. Now it's saying I've only been live for 1 minute and 45 seconds, and that's a crock of shit. Because I've been on here for like almost 2 hours now. Like, what the hell? don't know. Some bourgeois. That is some utter bourgeois. For real. For real, for real. What the hell? I don't know. Now you're on 15. So 1, 2, 3. 3 yellows. Oh yeah, I need to go and eat here in a minute. And it's late too. It's not too late. It's like 9:20 something. Because the last food I had earlier was ice cream. I did. I had ice cream because why not? All right. All right. Now I need 2 reds. Yeah, like I woke up earlier this morning, laid around for a while, and then I finally got up out of the bed, and my dad had made pancakes like 2 days ago. So instead of eating pancakes the normal way, since I'm strange, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yellows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I decided to do what I always do with pancakes and like dress them up. So the bottom layer of pancakes, I toasted all of them. Okay, so there's 3 pancakes, so I toasted 3 pancakes. And then when they got out of the toaster, the bottom one, I put cream cheese on it, and then I put some granola. He makes homemade granola, so I put that on top. And then I put a drizzle of chocolate syrup on top of it. And then I put on the second pancake, I put it down, and then I put some of this strawberry syrup on there, and then I put some granola, and I drizzled some butter pecan maple syrup on it. Then I put on the third pancake, and I put on there some what was it? I put on there some um mm, oh, some cherry berry jam that my sister-in-law's best friend made, and then I put some granola on it, and I topped it off with some more of the butter pecan um, maple syrup, and then okay, so 2 reds, and then I put after I cut it all up, I noticed it was super dry, so I added some regular maple syrup to it, and it was so freaking good. So I came back upstairs after I ate it, and apparently I fell asleep while I was watching one of my cooking shows, and took a nap, and then ended up waking up. I woke back up at like 5 p.m. tonight, and was like, holy crap. And then I woke up and it was like snowing outside, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I decided to come on here at 7:30. So yeah, man. So I'm gonna go downstairs and eat some of my pizza that I got left over from the other night. 1, 2, 3. So 3 yellows. And then I guess when I get done doing that, I'll make this last video and put it up on here. Yeah. And then try to go to sleep. I gotta be sure to drink another bottle of water though, because I'm slightly dehydrated right now. I can feel it. Oh. See, be paying attention. Just trying to get jambled up. Look at it. Okay. Alright. Yay. And now we're on number 16, but let's check it out. Oh yeah, look at it. so pretty. Aww. Okay. Alright, let's see. 16. So 1, 2, 2 yellows, a green, a red. Oops. Anyway, this is coming on. I'm trying to finish this Strawberry Shortcake, mini Strawberry Shortcake kandicuff. I got this pattern from candypatterns.com. You can go on there. That's where I get all my patterns from. You can go on there, get you one. You could make this or whatever else you feel like doing. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yellows. 4, 5, 6, 7. I hope everybody's having a great night tonight, wherever you are, regardless if it's snowing, sleeting, it's nice and cold out, or if you're lucky and you're below the equator and it's all nice and hot. I hope you're having a great night or a great day. I hope you have an awesome week and an awesome weekend. Be safe out there wherever you are, regardless of your situation. Just be safe, be good, stay healthy. Definitely stay safe wherever you're at, and just go out there and do something nice for somebody else, regardless of what it is. We need to be out here like spreading love and peace and joy, and not a bunch of hate. Let me think about it. The rest of the world out here wants you to spread hate, but if you're like me and you genuinely love and care about not just your other brothers and sisters out here, but the animals out here too, then you'd be trying to do whatever you possibly could to help each other. But alright, almost done. Alright, so now I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yep, 4 yellows. Alright, and now I'm about to be on the last row. Woohoo! Yeah. I'm excited. Alright. Let me get caught up. Okay, last row. Yay! Woohoo! Alright, so 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so they are all going to be yellows. Okay. I put extra reds in here. I don't know why, but I don't need them because there's only, you already got them. But I did put extra. So you need 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Oh, look at that. Exactly what I had in my daggum hand. How cool is that? Yay! Oh, shoot. I didn't do that. I'll pick it up in a second. Alright. Yay! I'm so excited. Now I got 2 things to put away in my made candy cuffs. I'm gonna make sure I take her address off the back of this though, so I know where to send this box when I finish it. But yeah, I'm excited. Yay! I'm glad I'm finally done. Woo. I'm not really that hungry, actually. I'm really not. I'm still kind of full from the ice cream, because it was strawberry cheesecake ice cream from Baskin Robbins. It was really yummy. Super yummy. And I've been staring at it in the freezer for the last few months now because, yeah. But I realized that nobody was gonna eat it. So it was like, well, it's been in here for forever now, so I'm gonna eat it. Alright. Ooh, I'm so excited. That's so pretty. And it's gonna be glow in the dark. It's the best part. Yeah, that's the best part, dude. Alright, dude. Alrighty. Now I'm done. Woohoo! Alright, so I'm gonna show you how see, that's such a long string. Let me show you how I cut off the Alright, now I'm finally done. Woo! I'm so excited. Yay! Well, thank you guys for tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. I hope this helps somebody out there to go and be inspired to make some candy. Alright, so what I always do is I go in between the first and second row, make a knot, pull it through. I do it at least 2 times. If I can get it back in there, hang on. Make a knot, pull it through. And then just for extra measures, I go in between the second and third row and make a knot and pull it through. Go in there, stupid. Hang on. Sometimes it cooperates and sometimes it doesn't. Okay. I'm just gonna go back through the first and second again. I swear this thing has a mind of its own, man. Sometimes the string does not want to cooperate with me, and sometimes it does. Like I said, it's got a mind of its own sometimes. But anyway, I'm done. Now you cut off the excess, and poof, you got you a candy cuff. Yeah, yeah. Alright, Strawberry Shortcake. And I made this to be a 34, so it's going to be real loose on me. This lady is a bigger lady. Her arms are way bigger than mine. Her wrists are way bigger than mine. I only know this because I let her put on one of my cuffs that I had that was a 32 and she couldn't even get it on. And then I had a cuff that was a 34 I made right in front of her and she could get it on. So, you see how much of a gap that is? Yeah. So, yeah. But anyway, so this is 34 cuff, 34. That means 34 wide on the bottom. Anyway, that's it. I hope you all have a great night. God bless you all. Go out and do something else for somebody out there. I'm going to close with a prayer and then I'm signing off. All right, dear Heavenly Father, I just ask you please continue to be with me and my families and my friends, Lord. Be with my friends who just lost their dad. Um, just please be with them, lift them up. You know exactly who they are. I'm not gonna blast them on here. I just ask you be with my friend's family. He passed away last week. I ask you to continue to be with his family, his friends, Lord. I ask you to be with everybody everywhere, all over the world, regardless of what condition they're in or whatever, because you're for all of us, Lord. And I just ask you just please be with our country, Lord, be with all of our countries, all over the world. I ask that you please especially be with all the homeless people all over the world, the drug addicts, alcoholics, and all the people who don't know you, Lord. I ask that you please allow keep talking to them and allow their eyes, their ears, their minds, and their hearts to be open to you before it's too late. I ask that if anybody doesn't know you, that they just get the strength to call out to you and to put everything at that they have that they're struggling with at your feet, Lord, and just ask them and just ask you to take it from them in Jesus' mighty name. I ask you just continue to allow us to have a good night and for us to get good sleep, Lord, and to wake up real refreshed in the morning so we can start our day off right and do all the things that we're supposed to do to make our lives better and easier. And this I ask in your name, for you are the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. Alright, you guys, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you in the next video. Alright, peace.